So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects in one of the greatest amphitheatres. He's had a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally.
Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front! I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for options for movement. Showing good feet.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That has ended up in no man's land. Can he get it through? De Paul, and he shoots! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Messi. Messi has it out wide and in space. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Messi clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Nicely weighted ball. Pinches it off him. Rodri. And that could set him on his way. Al-Kubasi spots it and intercepts. Pedri. Oh, some tackle that. The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Williams. He is through here. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Now it's Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. Not the most accurate pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
McAllister, pass somewhat off target. And it's gone back to the keeper. Spread out to the left. He is just caressing the ball. And they're back on the ball again. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's fabulous. Morata! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a throw. Oh no, what has happened here? Can he get on the end of this? Oh, shooting chance! He scores! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
And that is a little undercooked. Oh, no joy this time. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Can he latch on to this? That has been cut short. Fabian Ruiz. He's in plenty of space here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And the half-time whistle goes. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Argentina head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Tagliafico. Tagliafico goes on a run down the left wing. Threads one in. Gonzalez. And that was very necessary. Now it's Morata. Yamal tries making a foray down the right. He's on it, can he get away? Morata shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Tries to pass it through. That pass isn't the best. And that's gone loose. Oh, what a ball! Decent chance! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that really is so impressive.
About excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods. that could reverse in a flash.
Yamal.
La cantidad de
González.
espectadores de este partido fue de 60.810.
Pedri. Looking for the run. And he's quick to snatch it back. McAllister, he can run onto that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's managed to get free. Yamal has got himself a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Grimaldo is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Out of play for a goal kick. González goes steaming forward. He's looking unstoppable. There's no flag. Oh, that's nice. Ball swung. He rises.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Over to the left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Great chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. McAllister. González. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Rodri. Now it's Yamal. He's found a way through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Porro. Now that looks a decent ball. Back into the middle. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pedri.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
That's a cute ball. That has not gone well. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Nico Williams has been caught there. It's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
So he's plotting something before playing it in. It's anyone's ball now. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just...
Pedri! That's a half-decent try.
Pedri certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Looking to play him in.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Pedri. McAllister. It's Paredes. Well, that pass has been well intercepted. Yamal. It's out for a goal kick. There's a sharp little ball here. Paredes. Otamendi. Oh, easy pickings there. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Gracias por su cooperación.
So our quest to find the winner continues. And the pass is intercepted. Fabian Ruiz aims beyond the defence. Nico Williams in acres of space out wide. Montiel. And the through ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Fabian Ruiz. De Paul. Alvarez. And the shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He has found the way through. And it's Ruiz. Oh, he's having a shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Pedri really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Kubasi. Morata. It's Morata! It's a pretty loose pass. Shot, surely! De Paul. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. Messi. Oh, that's neat. In by Messi. Unai Simon claims it. Safe hands. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. That pass isn't the best. Pedro Porro tries to play it through. Yamal. Tagliafico to McAllister. Great vision. There's the shot! This time, surely! And that could have brought them level.
Pedri is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
He's in a great position here. Rodri. And it's Ruiz. McAllister. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Rodri tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Rodrigo de Paul. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Argentina nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Yamal. Now, can they get him away? Big chance! Now it's Yamal, and he welcomes it in. Morata! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Alvarez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think it comes down to one thing, Peter, the team's ability to dominate the flanks. And once they had that control established in those areas, they were off. And I just really liked what I saw here.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
It is quite a scene here in this grand Colosseum, bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. This looks promising. Oh, he's bust, real chance! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So, a breakthrough already. McAllister is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's
decent chance! It's there! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Argentina are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It's a quick ball upfield. McAllister. Great vision. Gonzalez has it out wide and in space. Climbs up big! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's cut it out. Oh, pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. Messi receives it in a wide position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
That has been slung wide. Montiel. Looking for the run. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. That's Gonzalez. He is through here. Alvarez. Alvarez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Messi. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Messi.
Oh, great feat, that.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Now there's... and he shoots! Goal! France! And again they hit the front. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Messi gets into a good position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, what a mistake! He's found the way through. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
France take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Oh, it's come to nothing. Chouameni. And that is a little undercooked. Gonzalez, and that pass just didn't quite work. Hernandez, and the half-time whistle goes.
Señoras y señores, en la pantalla se mostrará información de la policía local.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And he's quick to get it clear again. France needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's fabulous. Foot in. Now it's Gonzalez. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And that's been won straight back. Gonzalez. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rabiot, who does have an assist to his name. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Alvarez. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate. Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's intervened well there. That has ended up in no man's land. Olise looking to add to his goal. Chips it through. De Paul played out to the right. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get on the end of this? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rabiot. Camavinga, not the most accurate pass. And it's McAllister. Gonzalez. Camavinga, and he cuts out the supply. McAllister. Oh, he's found support out wide. Koundé. Swung over. Dembele looks to get on the end of this. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And a chance! It's in! Right back in the game! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And here's Dembele. And this is... And the shot! Over to the left.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, such a clever touch. And the shot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very... Goes for a shot! They've scored! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. And the referee brings it to a close. Argentina were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Mas Monumental. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Otamendi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. France have reclaimed it.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Pinches it off him. Looking for the run. Dembele in acres of space out wide. The pull powering forward here. That has been cut short.
Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty.
Argentina have themselves a chance from the spot
To get them off and running.
Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So, a breakthrough already.
Elise. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Oh, he's found support out wide.
He's in space and looking for options.
Crosses it in. There's the header! So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's gone looking for safety. And they're quick to get it back. Messi takes control of it, and he's on the move.
In again.
Searching pass he's played there. He's a sharp little ball here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He has found the way through. Gets a good foot in there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately...
Rabiot! They've scored!
That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
France grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And the flag has stayed down. Here comes the cross. Can he finish? That's a throw. Chouameni. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Camavinga. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. He's having a shot!
Goal! France! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
France go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Now it's Olise, looking to play him in.
You can never be short of run.
Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
France with the corner, they're first. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Argentina are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. Montiel has it in a wide position. Montiel proves just a little bit too... Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Driving forward. Montiel picks it up now. Deftly away. And here's the chance to counter. That has ended up in no man's land. He's got away. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Olise. Oh, that's fabulous. Crosses it in here. Martinez claims it. Safe hands. Well read, nice interception. That looks a decent ball. Dembele. Camavinga! Oh, it's come off the upright. McAllister. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Argentina really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Gonzalez. Nice control. Could try cutting inside here. Gonzalez with the cross. Camavinga. Dembele. Rabiot. And the through ball.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. So much time and space here. Can he get it through? Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. De Paul. Camavinga. Shifted it to the flank. This looks promising. Real chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And again! Spread it left. Pass somewhat off target. He's cut it out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He is through here. Alvarez. It's a pretty loose pass. Picked out, shapes to shoot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Decent enough try.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 60.333.
Running strong and purposeful. And he's certainly on some... Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Gonzalez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Dembele is there, and he can get that clear. Hangs in a cross.
Argentina really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's McAllister. Oh, that's a very deep chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's intervened well there. Camavinga after his goal.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. No, it's come to nothing. Tagliafico. And it's McAllister. He's found a way through. McAllister puts his foot on the gas. And a chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Koundé is there to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Olise. De Paul, can he get on the end of this? Great vision. Shoots! Corner number 3 coming up. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. In by Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Gonzalez can't really justify missing that, can he?
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tagliafico. And here's Gonzalez. Played into the box, and that is expertly dealt with.
Argentina really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
De Paul in with the challenge. That has been slung wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Dembele steaming on goalwards. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he was quick to react. De Paul with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Chouameni. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tries to play it through. 2 minutes to be added on. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And here's Camavinga. Mbappe. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Koundé. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Mas Monumental. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, he's been caught napping! Decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
England with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
He's got full.
Now that is commitment to the cause. Looking for a runner. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter. We sometimes see him in a centre-forward position, but I like to see him play from the right side of attack, because that enables him then to be able to just drift inside on his left foot and then open up the pitch to see what he can deliver from there. And he's expert once he does tuck into those little spaces and pick out whoever's making the runs. And for that reason, I think he could be crucial.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Alvarez. Pass is just off target. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a really well-measured ball. Gonzalez. Bellingham. And that is a little undercooked. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start.
Shoots! Goal! England! England take the lead. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Looking to play him in. Picked out, great chance! Sticks it away! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips the...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! McAllister is onto this. Chance! Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Argentina go into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Bellingham. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. De Paul. Looking for options for movement. Foden receives it in a wide position. He's shifting through the gears here. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
And how easy did he make that look? Not enough communication between the defence to deal with this increased threat.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Can he get it through? Palmer. Foden is herring after that one. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Foden swings it across. Paredes. Gonzalez. Now it's Gonzalez. Oh, they could break here. That's a shade optimistic. That pass has been well intercepted. Aims beyond the defence, And it's made its way to him. He's found a way through. Certainly sturdy. And the finish! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals.
Really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could do.
And he shoots! Goal, England! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
England get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's to Paul, and this is Messi. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. The ball has bounced loose now. That's very neat. Cross into the box. Nice interception, well timed. Played out towards the right wing. Some good work on the right flank here. He's picked his way through. Palmer. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Nicely shaped ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now it's Messi. There's a sharp little ball here. And we've reached half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Se solicita la presencia del padre de un niño con gorra azul en el centro de información.
And the second half gets underway.
Argentina can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, super ball! It's a goal kick. Alvarez. Now it's Gonzalez. Now, can they get him away?
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bellingham. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Palmer. Paredes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now that looks a decent ball. Looking for the run. Goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. It's level again. What a match we have.
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
He has found a way through. Nice physical challenge. Palmer is fouled. Alexander-Arnold having a look. So, to pass or to shoot? That is his question. Montiel.
Argentina have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to play on?
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Nicely weighted ball. Lewis Skelly picks it up out wide. McAllister knocks it into space. Can he get on the end of this? Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Kane. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then.
And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Palmer. That's been cut out, well played. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that pass isn't the best.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to play it through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Montiel gets over and intercepts. This might spell danger. Great vision. And a chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That is a great pick out. He's had a shot! Goal, England! And they're back in front.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And the shot! Yes! And they are cruising away. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Shapes to shoot! It's there! They're back within reach! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Argentina give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Palmer, and he's running through. Now there's a shooting chance! He's scored! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Clinical, Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. Now, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. And the shot! And somehow he kept it out. It's not an especially good pass, that. England looking to pass their way through. Threads one in. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Martinez has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. So a chance here, what can they make of it? Wonderful save by Martinez. Montiel. And this is Kane. Real chance. He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, he's seen that early. Chance, surely! And that may well be that. That is that. Argentina did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games.